Hey loves, so yesterday I didn't record absolutely anything. Yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday. I don't even know what the actual date is. It's like, I don't know, it's got to be like June the 14th or something, like 15th or something like that. But anyway, it's Friday morning and I just got done eating breakfast. I know I've been slacking on showing y'all what I eat and all of that, but whatever. I am headed to the clinic this morning about 10:30. Duran wants to see me. Apparently it's up in hand on whether or not she's going to do the debridement to take the dead tissue out of the scar so that way it can heal properly. But I'll update you guys when I get there to let you know for sure if this is what's going to happen. Yesterday I went to go see Dr. Castro, and she asked me, is it possible for me to extend my stay to Friday? So after, listening to her and thinking about it, she was just like, you don't have to, but it's my recommendation. So I figured after today, after I speak to Duran again, I'll make that full decision on whether I am or not. I did call yesterday just to make sure if I did extend, it wouldn't cost me anything on my flight or anything, and they told me it would be swapped at no cost, so that's great. And then my recovery house told me that she would charge me $260 to stay up until Friday, so that's not too bad either. I just kind of want to hear what Duran has in her mind and what exactly she's wanting to do, because at this point I'm still walking around with an open faja because I can't close it because of the scar. So I would at least like to get to the point where my faja is closed before I go home. So that might be one of the determining factors as to why I choose to stay. So yeah, I'll go see her this morning. We'll figure that out, and then I'll come back on and update you guys and let you know where we're at. Thanks. Okay, yeah, so I just got my massage of the day and cleaned up for my doctor's appointment. So today is my 7th massage since I've been here, and I will tell y'all, today is the first massage that has felt more good than it did pain while I was getting it. Remember I told y'all, get the massages, get the massages, get the massages, because they do make you feel good afterwards. Well, there's a rainbow. So at the end of the rainbow, there is a little bit of pleasure in the actual massage, not only in the ending. So today, as she was rubbing my back, like, oh my God, normally it hurts when she pushes that fluid out, but today it felt great, like just for her to touch my back. Like it's kind of like itching in the middle, like I'm starting to get the lipo itching. So it's starting to itch and all of that. So it felt really, really good when she rubbed it and all of that. So today, I will say the massage felt more good than it did bad. Now, don't get me wrong. There still was some points where I was real tender and it hurted. But for the most part, good deal. So as you guys know as well, my roommate left. So she left early this morning. So I'm back to just being one and only. So that might work in our benefit as well, because now that I'm here alone, I will probably be taking more videos and whatnot. So we'll see how that all works out. I'm just waiting on my driver, Jose. As you probably have seen from plenty of clips I've shared with you guys, Jose is a mess. Jose to get here to take me to the clinic, and then we'll see Duran, and Duran will tell me what we're gonna do about this ugly scar. Now I will tell y'all, it's still healing, and it's like some places is lightening up, but I think it's gonna be better once she goes in and scrapes out the bad part, and that way it can do what it needs to do. Not anymore, like I'm not stressed out over it anymore. I'm not upset about it anymore. Honestly, it was just upsetting because of everything that was going on for it to just be any type of issue. It's really not a major issue. I probably overreacted at first, just because nobody wants to hear anything going outside of what is perfect. So simple fix, and I'll update you guys on exactly everything that is going to happen and how they're going to fix it and all of that. I did my own research, and it looks like it's like 20 minutes and it's over. So like, it's not a long procedure, it's not a long process or anything. So I'll give you guys more details as I go through this journey, and we'll talk in a little bit. Bye. Okay, so dolls, I just met with Dr. Duran, and she looked at me again. We're about to go into surgery. I am the only surgery that is being performed today. She said she's not doing anybody but me. Reason that we're doing surgery. So it's not initially what I thought it was going to be. She's actually going to have to do a cut up and down on my stomach. Because of the stretch mark skin and the part that is kind of like the tissue that didn't get oxygen to it and kind of died off. She's having to cut up and down and pull it together that way. Actually, this is not surprising because I went to a doctor once before and said that I might have needed this type of tummy tuck because of the amount of stretching my skin had went through with when I was big and pregnant and all of that. So basically, we're about to go in and do that. She said recovery on that is not going to be bad. Hey, so that last clip got interrupted because they were moving so quick on Friday with getting me processed to get the surgery going that I was trying to update you guys while I was there, but they interrupted me and I never had the opportunity to get my phone back out to finish that clip. So I just picked back up in the clip behind it. So if you watch that, then I'll explain everything in detail there. Hey everybody, so it's been a few days since I've been on. Today is Sunday, Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You guys are definitely appreciated and needed in the world. So let me kind of, I guess, give you guys an update on what has all been happening with me and why I haven't made a video. So remember last week or whatever, I told you guys about the little complication that I had about the skin on my stomach that basically it turned black. I showed you guys pictures of it and all of that. So Dr. Duran kept having me come in so she could monitor it. At first she didn't want to operate on it. Then she told me she might. Then she told me she wasn't. And so we just did like a back and forward all week. And finally, when I came in she called me to come in. She had Dr. Castro call me to come in on Thursday. So Dr. Castro drained me manually because on Wednesday, they had took out my drains. So they had took this out, this drain, and, it basically puts all the blood off. So they had took that out on Wednesday. And so on Thursday, she drained me manually, which means she had to stick a needle in my stomach and literally, like a syringe, pull all the fluid off because I was retaining so much fluid. So she decided on Thursday that she wanted to see me again on Friday morning. And that Friday, she was probably going to go ahead and operate. She didn't know for sure, but she was just going to, play it by ear. So Friday, Dr. Duran, she doesn't normally work on Friday, y'all. So remember, if Duran comes in the office on Friday, it's typically exclusively for you. She had been working the previous Fridays because of the issues that were going on with Cipla and so forth. So that she had to work those Fridays to kind of catch up when that little hiccup happened. So anyway, she came in after her gym. I was already in the back with Dr. Castro. So she came and looked at it and she said, no, baby, I'm going to cut it out. She talks just like that. She's so sweet. She's going to cut it out. And so she wanted to prepare me for the fact that I was going to have another scar. So, the typical C-section scar goes left to right. Well, I was going to have to get a scar up and down the middle of my stomach because of the damaged tissue. It started at the bottom and it went up to like my navel. So that means she was going to have to redo my navel again as well. Because once she cut me down the middle, she was going to have to take my navel back out, redo it. Nothing was wrong with my navel at first, but because of the tissue she was taking out, she had to. So now, like my stretch marks were like straight up and down like this. Yeah, Lord didn't let me live. Even after the tummy tuck, I still ended up with stretch marks. They just stretched up. So actually, now that it's all said and done, I'm more satisfied with the way my stomach looks now with the stretch marks than before. So I'm really happy about that. So she went in and she cut it up and down. And so now, because she cut that section out the middle, my stretch marks do like this. Like they go into the middle, but it's not that many because she cut that section out the middle. So that helps me out. But now, I ain't gonna lie, when I went in there Friday and she was like, okay, baby, we about to go into surgery. She was like, I want you to know I don't do surgery on Friday. You're the only one that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go in and get you done and, we're done. So when I tell you this process moved very, very quick. It moved nothing like the first process. Like she was on it. Like they took me, down to the lab. They wanted to check my hemoglobin to see where I was, because remind you, when I came in on Wednesday, she checked it and I was only at an 8.2. So seeing that she was about to put me back in surgery, she needed to know exactly where I was at, which of course I was still low. So we went into the lab. They took me down to the little room, put my little gown on, my little hat and my shoes and stuff like the first time around. And then they wheeled me up. Like, it happened so quick. I really didn't even have enough time to tell all my family and friends before it happened, because mind you, the day before I didn't know whether if it was gonna happen or not, so I couldn't really prepare people. I told people like it's a chance that it can and a chance that it won't. But then the day of, it was just like boom, boom, boom. It happened so quick I couldn't even call nobody. So most of my family, I ended up just calling when I got out of surgery, like, hey, I went back into surgery and I'm okay. So the surgery itself was very, very quick. She told me that she wasn't going to put me out. She didn't want me asleep, because it wasn't going to be an overnight stay in the hospital. It wasn't going to be that major of a recovery. She said, it's not like the first, you'll be fine. So she kept me up throughout the whole surgery, and she talked to me throughout the whole surgery. They did do, the epidural in your back, numb me. I couldn't feel anything. The little curtain was up, but we talked throughout the entire surgery. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, I was nervous as hell. Going into a second surgery within a week. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Like, nobody ever thinks that, it's bad enough you signed up to do one elective surgery, and then it makes it even worse when you've got to do two of them. And to have two surgeries in 1 week, that's never ever happened to me in my entire life. So I was nervous like a motherfucker. Like, when they was trying to put the IV in my hand, mind you, I done been poked so many damn times over the past week, whether it's to check blood, IVs, and all of that. And I have really, really small veins. So the person that was putting in my IV couldn't barely find a damn vein. He literally found a vein in my thumb. That's where he ended up having to put the IV. In my thumb. He couldn't find one in here. He couldn't find one in my hands. It was over. So when he did that, because he had to find it in my thumb, mind you, I told y'all before, I'm afraid of needles. That made me super, super, super nervous. And so I got lightheaded. I'm not gonna lie, I got completely lightheaded on the table waiting for them to do that. So her staff and everybody is so caring, because they realized how nervous I was and how my anxiety got me all worked up, that they literally like surround me. One lady was like rubbing on my head. The other man pushed my head on his chest and was just like, lay here, you'll be okay. And then once the IV started flowing, it actually made me feel okay. Like, my anxiety went down. So yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not sugarcoating anything and making it seem like I just walked through this like just super strong and I wasn't worried. Like, I was scared. I prepared myself for the first one, but I really didn't prepare myself for the second one, and it happened so quick I didn't have enough time to brace myself. And it's probably a reason why it happened like that, because if I'd have had time to sit and think about it, I might have drove myself crazy over it. So everything happens for a reason. Surgery was successful. I say that surgery took maybe 30. I say that surgery took probably like 30 minutes or so. It wasn't long. So after the surgery, I'm sorry, that kind of threw me off when she asked me if I was okay. Sorry. So after surgery, she came back like she always does, showed me the pictures of everything she cut out. I was still on the table at that point, so I couldn't get a picture of it. I wish I could have. But she showed me, like, that tissue, that skin that I had was dead. Like, it was done from the inside out. And it wasn't anything that she did. It was me. It was my body. And nobody knows this until you go in and you start tampering with shit. What amount of tissue on your, that you're walking around with is fucking dead. So again, these complications can happen to anybody. I am opening up about my journey so that way people can be more aware about the things that can come up, even if you do feel that you're in perfect health. Like, I didn't have any health issues or anything like that, and I didn't know that, running around with this big old stomach full of skin was actually dead. So that's another thing, being obese, losing weight, carrying all those kids. We don't know that we carrying around dead skin on our stomach. You just don't know that until you go in and you start trying to fix stuff. And that's with a lot of things in life. You go in, you start trying to fix stuff. Sometimes you find other problems and you have to correct those as well. I'm just very, very happy that I picked Dr. Duran because I honestly feel like she is so safe, so caring. I will recommend her to anybody after this experience. Like, I don't have a hesitation or a reservation in my mind. She is a dope doctor. And she was not going to let me leave the Dominican Republic with my stomach like that. Like, they asked me to extend my stay just so she can continue to follow up and watch my, process of healing. I've been sending them pictures every morning since surgery, which was Friday. Sending them pictures of my scar. Dr. Castro looks at it and she's like, okay. And then I come back in on Tuesday. So I extended my stay to Friday. I was supposed to go home on Monday. But because this happened last Friday, I said, okay, let me give myself a week. I'll leave next Friday. So a week from the day that I had the other surgery. So that should give me enough time to have everything looked at. They'll probably take this drain back out because I'm not draining near as much as I was. So they'll probably take this drain out in the next couple days. I don't know if they'll do it Wednesday Tuesday when I go see them. And I'm sure they'll probably have me come see them on like Thursday or Friday as well before I leave, when they'll give me my stage 2 faja as well. It was something else I was just about to tell y'all with the damn surgery. After the surgery, she did give me a blood transfusion, y'all. I want y'all to know that. So, because my hemoglobin levels were low, right after the surgery, I got a blood transfusion before I could even, leave the operating room. So, they did surgery, gave me a blood transfusion. It was just one bag of blood that I needed. And did me another IV of fluids to make sure I was hydrated. And then I was able to leave the hospital. So, it was pretty simple. I appreciate how simple and painless she made the process for me, and also how quickly it was ran, opposed to like the first couple experiences I had where they were taking forever. So again, overall, guys, I do recommend Dr. Duran. Like, hands down, I recommend her. I don't know. I don't know if I could have asked for a better, doctor to maintain my experience. Like, you see girls come over here, and like, I was even talking about it, just to kind of retract myself. I was talking about just going home, finding somebody in the U.S. to treat my wounds. But no, she was determined to fix it before I left. She wasn't going to let one of her Duran dolls walk out of here and have somebody else treating a wound. She was going to make sure that I was right before I left. And that, to me, that says a whole lot, that she cares about her brand. She cares about her girls. To me, that's a great doctor. She ain't just about taking your money. So, and like I said, I'm not paid to do any advertisements or anything like that. This is just my experience. So, it's worth the hassle. I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of headache getting in with her, getting to this place, but it was worth the hassle. I'm trying to think. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but there was a doll that died down here. Her doctor was Dr. Flores. It's been in like my surgery groups and all of that. But the weirdest thing, I ran into a girl that was sharing the same recovery house with her on Thursday when I was at the clinic, and she was like in tears. And I was like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And so she was like, yeah, I'm okay. Just, rehabbing or whatever. And she was just like, this stuff is crazy. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And so she was like, my roommate at my recovery house went in for surgery yesterday and she died on the table. And I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah. She was like, and my doctor did it because she went to Dr. Flores. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay, so what happened? And so she's like, I don't really know. All I know is that Dr. Duran turned her down. That was her first choice. Dr. Duran turned her down and would not operate on her. And Dr. Flores, so she basically went at that point just looking for any doctor that was going to operate on her. And Dr. Flores operated on her. Even after Dr. Duran turned her down, she was determined to get plastic surgery from somebody down here before she left. And unfortunately, she got on that table and died. And I'm saying this story, I'm sharing this to say, don't cut corners with your health. Like, if your doctor is telling you that your body is not fit for surgery, don't go around trying to find somebody to say yes. Um, that, I mean, like, it's heartbreaking because the girl said that the girl had 3 kids, and like, it's heartbreaking. Trust me, I know. Like, I mean, I can only imagine, this process if I wasn't going to return home to my kids. Like, I can only imagine what that's going to do to my kids and my family, and just, that's devastating. But what I'm saying is, God was trying to block that from her, but she was just so adamant on getting what she wanted. you know Sometimes you got to know when to stop. And then another thing that I'm saying to say this is, Dr. Duran ain't about to play no games. Like, she is not about to operate on you if she feels at any point you are going to pose a risk to her and her brand. Your health ain't right, your BMI ain't right. She's not playing no games. So, just FYI, y'all, do the work. Don't think, okay, I saved the money and I'm gonna just come down here and I'm just gonna get surgery and it's gonna be perfect. I ain't gotta go to the gym. I ain't gotta eat right. I ain't gotta take these vitamins. I'm just about to go down there and get snatched. Like, no, do the work. It's heartbreaking, even though I don't even know the girl, to know what happened to her. But I also know that some things can be prevented and some things are outside of the doctor's control. Yes, that was a bad call on that doctor for operating on her, because obviously there was something wrong that he overlooked that Dr. Duran caught. So with that being said, when you choose a doctor, don't just choose a doctor based off of price. Don't just choose a doctor based off of availability, like they're easy to get into. Don't just choose a doctor because they've accepted you. Do your homework and choose a doctor that you know is going to care about your overall health and your life. And if you are not where that doctor requires you to be, do the work to get there so you can have the surgery from the doctor that you prefer based off of the research you've done. Nothing in this life is easy. Nothing comes, just hand given. So what I'm saying is, don't think that this process is any different, because day by day, like, the surgery, to be honest with y'all, is the easy part. Laying on the table, getting it done, that's the easy part. This recovery, that's the bitch. Like, you don't understand. It's uncomfortable. You get little different pains throughout the day. Like, you just don't know. You get lightheaded. You can't do the stuff you used to do. Hell, I'm winded and got to take a bottle of water with me just to brush my teeth and wash my face. Like, just little stuff. I have to actually take the time to do. I honestly, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get back to my normal self, but I can't wait. Like, and I don't know if y'all notice, like, right now I'm like, I keep rubbing on my stomach because of all this compression stuff that I got on, and it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, like, it hurts. It's making my stomach ache because it's pressing my stomach in together. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video after this to show y'all what this all looks like. But this stuff hurts. And they closed my faja on the surgery table because my faja hadn't been closed the whole time because of that dead skin. So when I was on the surgery table this time, they put my faja on me and closed it. And since surgeries, which is Friday, I've only had my faja off in order to wash it and get a massage. And I've been maintaining 1 massage a day to loosen me up, keep those fluids from building up on my back and, my stomach and all of that. So, yeah, and this faja ain't no damn joke, and this is only stage 1. So I can only imagine what stage 2 is going to do to me. I've already seen some girls in stage 2, and they are boo-hooing and not wanting to sit down. Like, it's uncomfortable. But like I said, the surgery is the easy part. The recovery is the hard part, and that's the part that's on you. And that's the part you also got to prepare for as well. A lot of people think that I can just save for the surgery and not have to really, like, once I'm snatched, I'm snatched. Fuck no. Because you got a lot of fluid and a lot of things that have to reattach themselves. So if you're not doing the proper post-op care, you're not going to see the results that you want to see, because everything doesn't look right off the bat. You got to mold your body and shape it. And like I said, I'm going to do that video so that way y'all can kind of see what I'm looking like so far. Like, yes, I can see that, I got some fat back there, some fat here, and my stomach, I got some stuff taken off. I'm still really swollen, and I still got a lot of work to do in order to look how I want to look. And it's just process of me being consistent and trusting the process. So I have to continue to do every day what I'm supposed to do in order to make sure I'm going to get the results that I want. So anyway, I just wanted to come on. I'm sorry, I keep rubbing my stomach because this shit hurt. I just wanted to come on and give you guys a quick video. It's been a few days, and I wanted you to know that I am okay. I did have surgery, and I'm okay. I'm gonna sit down eventually and do that question and answer video because y'all have been asking me a lot of questions that I just ain't kept up on. So I'm gonna do that. But it won't be today. So anyway, thank you guys again for all the support, all the love. Like, I really appreciate all of you guys staying tuned to the channel, making the comments, staying up to date. Like, man, that means the world to me, especially when you're like, I was waiting on this video. Like, that makes me so happy to know that y'all wanting to see how I'm doing and if I'm okay. Like, that's nice. That's really nice. So anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your Father's Day. Take a man out in your life, treat him nice, and do something good for him. And I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, guys. So, told y'all I was going to show you what I'm looking like so far. And this is it. So, as you can see, here goes my drain. I got a clip to my shirt. The tube from the drain goes down there. And I got it clipped up so it won't get caught on stuff. And then, of course, my faja. Then I got my compression socks on at the bottom to meet my faja. So they kind of like intersect. In regards to how I'm layered. Okay. So you got to take into account, I got a lot of layers on me. So what I look like right now, my waist is actually smaller than this. But this is what I got to do in order to keep my waist compressed so that it does what I want it to do. Okay, so I got a lipo foam in the front. I got one on the side. I got one on the other side. And then in the back, I got a backboard. Let me see if y'all can see it. If you can see the little black thing, I don't know if you can. The black thing is the the backboard. And that helps create that indentation in your back, that crease you want, so your booty can come out. Okay, now on top of that, I also have a pad right here to help cushion this faja from, like, so you can't get faja burns. Another thing, I don't know if everybody is the same way, but my faja be burning and pulling in the sides of my legs because it's all the way open from the front to the back. It's like a little hole, so you ain't got to take this off to use the bathroom. But that hurts. It pinches on my skin. So what I did is I take pads and I line it up on each side, all the way to the back, all the way around. It's pads. And then in the front, I got a pad, 2 pads going across the front so it won't snag on this drain. Because you see this bottom button on this faja is right where my drains come out of my vagina. And that shit hurts. So I had to put a barrier between that so it won't pull and snag. And then also my recovery house, they put, you put the gauze pads on your incision. So you're going to have those on your incision as well as pads to give them an extra cushion to keep them dry. So I got a lot of padding on, and this is how I've been walking around pretty much since Friday. Well, I didn't put the lipo foams on until Saturday, but I've been having the faja on ever since surgery on Friday. So this is going to be my reality. And when they put me in a stage 2, it'll be even tighter. Like, as you can see right now, I don't really, I feel like I look like a big box. So I don't really know what my shape is. I know that I got way more back there than I had before I came. It got a form and it got a shape. And I don't know if it do got a shape, but I know she gave me hips because I didn't have all of this. I was straight up and down. So all of this, she done gave me. The crazy part about it is I try not to get too excited about any of this stuff because I've been told this shit change. So if you excited about how your body looking right now, it's going to change. It might not even stay that way. So that's why I haven't just been dead set on giving y'all after pictures and all of that because it's going to change. But I wanted to do this video so y'all could at least see where it's at right now. And as we continue to go through the changes, what it's going to be. So I don't know. That's about, yeah, you can see all my pads and shit, so. But anyway, I'm still not standing up all the way straight. It's getting better each and every day. Still got a little hunch in my back, but it's way better than how I was before, because I was walking around here before like this. Like, so now I can kind of do one of these, so we're good. So it's just a matter right now of gaining my health back, my strength, not being tired. As you can see, just doing this video and moving around, you can hear my breath is a little, you know, I'm a little tired. Not to where I gotta go lay down, but you can tell how easily I get tired doing stuff. So here goes the video of what I'm looking like. Let me know if you guys have any other questions about anything, and we'll talk soon. Got out today with Jose. Went to the store.
Lo bueno que tú estás aquí. Only in Dominican Republic.
What did you say?
I said, my friend, but you are not here because I bad. And he told me, I don't feel it in your car. I always hear the title, but
Didn't hear it that time.
you come here.
Every single day